Welcome back to the WAVYSHI podcast. We're back. We're not doing seasons or numbers anymore, too confusing. But we're going to start coming out with a lot more videos. I know it's just me now, but we're also going to have Paul come in. He said he's interested in doing podcasts as well. And maybe we're going to start doing a lot more with sports players, musicians, artists, all sorts of different types of people. But enjoy this conversation with me and him over Zoom. And hopefully you guys get to know a little bit more about him. So stay wavy and deuces. What was like that thing that you just got? Actually, no. I'll take it one step back. What do you do? Like, what would you say to a normal man, like an elevator speech type of thing?
Like, what do I do on like YouTube and stuff?
Well, just in general, because like this is kind of your place to talk about you. So, I mean, yeah, if YouTube's your thing, talk about that. If you want to do other shit, talk about that.
So what I do is including YouTube, because that's all I do like every day besides school is just YouTube. So it's like YouTube, and what I do there is I just mess around with my friends. Like, it's just everyday stuff. Like, I do this stuff that like I film and whatever off camera all the time. Like today I literally brought a bone to school and was messing around with it off camera. But it was like, that's the stuff I do. I love doing it, and like obviously I would love to make a career out of it type stuff. So it's like, yeah, just messing around with people, messing around with old people, harassing people. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know, just having fun and pranks I love to do, bro, since like 5th grade. I love doing pranks. I don't know, I just fell in love with it. I just started filming it like less than a year ago, like 4 months ago. But
Yeah. Is there something like because I met Dizzy Dill, right? And I asked him, I was like, why do you do YouTube? And he kind of stepped back and was like, I do YouTube and I make funny videos because I want people to be happy. Like, he wants to make people smile and all that. So is there like a pull for you to do something like that and like, give these people relief, like your fans?
yeah, of course. Like, I did something kind of funny. So obviously I always like helping people. I always felt in school, I always like fell into like the wrong crowd per se. Like the bullies, like they would be like my friends, but I was always the one kid who was like standing up for them, because I hate that. I just hate it so much. So when I get like positive DMs, because I get them a lot recently, I get DMs, people saying like, wow. So I got DMs from people saying like they stopped suicide because of me, which is so lit. I can't believe it. So every time I get a DM like that, I print it out and I put it on like a board in my room. And I was like, this is why I do YouTube.
No, yeah, for sure. You have to surround yourself. You have to surround yourself with that whole atmosphere, because if you're surrounding yourself by it, you wake up every day and then you're doing your stuff. Like for me, for instance, like I have 3 stickers on my phone. I have this, and this, and so my phone goes everywhere. And so I use that in a way to give it to my friends and sell them to people, so that when I see them out in the in my college town, I'm able to like be like, damn, okay, like that was me. And I even had and I had a in-person experience. I was like, I had my designs pulled up on my computer, and then I walked into class and it was still up, and so I had to close out of it, and somebody next to me was like, oh dude, that's your brand? Like, I see those stickers everywhere across campus. And so that's what really made me want to keep going and all that, because it's like people are seeing it when I'm at the level where it's like still low, so people are still like trying to figure it out. But as long as like I can push that brand out there, just like what you're doing, and like reaching out or having people reach out to you, it's that positive world, it's that positive reinforcement that you need to keep going. So how would you describe like your fan base, like the people who watch them? Like, do you have like a little thing or like a niche that you do?
So I would say my fan base is mostly kids, like young kids. I don't see a single like adult. Like, I see kids over 18 watching me, but not like adult like 40-year-olds, stuff like that. And it's obvious because if I show that to like my grandparents, they're not gonna laugh. So it's like, I get it. But the DMs I get are mostly kids like in high school or younger. So
But
pretty much.
do you have like a common or like an audience you want to reach? Like, is that the preferred demographic you're going for?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really at this point in time because I'm still young, so I really wouldn't care if it was an older demographic like Logan. He matured, Logan Paul. He
Yeah.
matured, and now
Yeah.
he's aiming for a higher demographic. But right now, I'm sure how it is.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you brought up Logan Paul. I started this podcast because of Impulsive. I loved it. You watch
Really
Impulsive?
good. Yeah, it's so good. I fall asleep with it. I do everything with it.
Yeah. Nah,
So good.
I like it when they have people who I don't know come on. Because I know a lot of the people like in the social media space, so it's like kind of interesting hearing about them, but then I feel like they dive into deeper topics that like, the world doesn't see. But these people who I don't know who are like actors, comedians and all that, especially who like George is bringing on, I really like that. Um,
Yeah, same.
do you have like an experience of yours where you saw a video and that's what made you want to start YouTube on your own?
Yeah, 100%. So I've been like wanting to do YouTube since like 9, just having like different channels, like messing around and stuff like that. But I like completely let it go. So again, I always messed around, so I was messing around like this is my daily life thing, and I saw a video by TJ actually on my For You page, and like that wasn't really what started it, but I started watching his on YouTube, and then I saw a video he did with Balin, and I was like, okay, and I checked out his channel, and I saw like I started watching, binging his vlogs, stuff like that, and that's literally I was like, yo, I do this every day. There's no way, and it like seems so fun to make a career out of it. I was like, all right, I need to start filming.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
mean, because that's the stage I'm at. I mean, I'm in school, right? And I'm going to business
Yeah.
school, but I'm not having a good time. And so, like, what I really want to be doing is just like, having a camera in my hand and doing like a bunch of stuff with it, whether that be, music videos, animation, stuff like that. Because I started to branch out just from YouTube as well. Like, I don't know if you be seeing, but I do animations for people's like music now, and then hopefully from
Yeah.
there I can like go and do music videos, and hopefully then turn that into like a position where I can do that fully, and then that's my job. Do you have like you do YouTube, you do videos? Do you have like an evolving step that you're thinking about doing that where you want to like branch out more or no?
Right now, like for a good amount of time, it's really just YouTube because I want to like get to the point where like I up my content every year to get to the point where like one of the top dogs on YouTube, like that insane. Like I want to be just YouTube is what I really want to be doing. I really don't want to be doing movies. I don't want to be doing any of that.
Yeah.
Just you.
Nah, you remind me of or this conversation reminds me of old videos of Mr. Beast where he was, like he was doing YouTube hella and he was just doing it because he loved it. And then it turned into a position where like he could be the top dog. So are you
Yeah.
looking at his like algorithms and all that? Because he said that he basically has the algorithm for making a perfect video, getting like 50 million views, like down to a science. He knows like thumbnail, audience retention, all that type of stuff. Do you take a deeper step and look at that?
Yeah, literally right before this podcast, I was on my YouTube analytics. I was on my recent video, and I'm looking at my audience retention graph. And I went to, so I downloaded my whole other video again, and I put in an editor, and I was like trying to like figure out like what I could do to make it better, because I saw where people clicked off. I had like a 40% retention on that my recent video. I'm
Yeah.
aiming for 70%. So
No, yeah, that's, I mean, 70% is good. It's harder for me, and I've had to branch out because, when you have a podcast, your retention rate is not that good because, the
on
chance.
YouTube it's so
Exactly.
yeah.
And because people who are on YouTube want like that visual, like they're watching it and then it's like changing scenes, all that type of stuff. And that's cool, which is why I'm finding love for like vlogging and, the type of videos you be doing. But I
Colin,
always,
Colin and Samir.
Colin and Smear, yeah, for sure. That podcast is
Yeah,
really
they have to
cool.
do the thing. They have to like edit, add B-roll into their podcast and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, exactly. And I mean, hopefully I can get up to that level where I can do stuff like that. And that's why I'm, doing a ton of media stuff so that now when I do a video, all that I can think about is how I can edit it and like make it next level instead of just like
Yeah,
getting the content out there.
exactly.
But do you have, because a common thing with all these YouTubers that we see, Logan Paul, Balin Levine, you know, KSI, all these people, they have, and I mean, the big ones is FaZe Clan. They have like a bunch of supporting people around them, so they like surround themselves with other creative people. Are you making those connections and like trying to find people to do videos with?
Sort of like I'm not sure if you know Kelvin.
Kelvin?
Yeah.
Nah, who's he?
He is like another type of vlogger in like my area. He has like 30K.
Oh, okay.
I'm flying down to Houston in a little bit. But right now, in terms of like stuff, not really. Like in my own neighborhood and stuff like that, I have a couple friends that like to help me do my stuff. But
Yeah. No, that's
right
cool.
now,
You
I'm
got to.
focusing really just on me.
Yeah. Because that's been like one of the most important things for me. Like when I started this, I had a really good group of friends who like fucked with it. And so I had a lot of them like come on the podcast and then like help me and all that type of shit. So it's been very like reassuring, I want to say, but also like a big confidence booster when you surround yourself with people, you know, who are in that creative side rather than like, because if you go into like, for instance, my classes, nobody else really in my business classes at IU are wanting to do YouTube and all that type of stuff because they would be in the media school.
Yeah.
So it's like really hard to find, you know, the difference and like find how to meet people, especially in like in the school that I'm in. But it's very key to build that like group of people.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, shit, bro. Let's make a segment where we look back on this in 10 years. Okay? I want you to just lay out what you see. Give yourself 10 years. What's your life looking like, and what do you want it to look like?
All right. So 10 years, I definitely want to obviously have made by then. You know, like
Have what?
have like quote like made it.
Yeah.
I feel like I never am gonna be satisfied when it comes to like either subscribers and stuff like that because I just want to keep going. But definitely in 10 years, I want to have at least 5 mil, like a minimum at least, because I want to go crazy with it. I want to also in 10 years, I want to have like a crazy merch thing I do like, and I want to have like really good clothing. People, it goes to the point where people that don't even watch me will want to like dig the clothes type stuff.
So do you want to make that like merch, or do you want to make it like a clothing company?
Kind of like a clothing brand, but at first I'm gonna start it off merch just so I can get eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
And then I want to do just in 10 years, I want to make sure I have like a good friend group and people that I surround myself with that just promote me like and help me keep grinding and I can help them do the same.
Yeah. Shit, that sounds really good, bro. For me, I'll let you hear a little bit about me. I want to do this whole media shit, and I want to just do the same thing, like sit back and like say like, damn, I made it. But at the end of 10 years, what I want to be doing is I want to be in Hawaii or a tropical place, you know. I caught my bag and I did the stuff that I wanted to do, and then just live a life with me and my friends. And from there, make a bar, surf all day, bartend at night, and just have fun with that. You know, friends, family, whoever wants to be there can be there. But I want to live a relaxing life because life is so fast and it's so
I know.
I don't even know the right word to say it, but crazy, I guess.
It is. It's crazy.
Do you have like any, because I know you brought up the merch line, and this is kind of just like a curious question that we can put in or not. Do you have like other businesses you want to build, or no? Is this basically just like you want to create videos just to create videos?
Right now, I think I just want to create videos. Like I started businesses before. Like I did drop shipping. I did stuff like that, and like it made a bag, but it wasn't like enjoyable as I thought it would. Like I thought it would be, but it wasn't that fun.
Yeah. No,
And
exactly,
I
bro.
making videos.
Exactly. But dude, hey man, we killed this shit, and you know, it's gonna be like we talked on a hella talking points in a short amount of time, right? But
Yeah.
from that, you know, audience retention, stuff like that. But anyways, amazing to finally like meet you and have a conversation with you.
Yeah, you too.
But
You too.
all of you guys, make sure you tune in on his YouTube, Instagram. What do you want me to plug?
Just my
You plug
YouTube.
your shit real quick.
Golly. You guys can go follow my YouTube. It's just Devin Perez. And that's pretty much it. The rest.
Okay. Yeah, word. And stay tuned for more podcasts to come. And I'll catch you in the next one. Stay wavy. Deuces.